powerful. He's so vicious. Like his one-punch power at 135 is like nobody else's in the division. Like the way he starches people is crazy. Exactly. He gets so much torque and power into his punches, and he's so fast. He covers ground and his uppercuts, they're just devastating.
Yeah, for sure. I think I can sniff him. I'm much quicker than him. He's much stronger, much bigger, but we just gotta wait and see until we get in there. It's the waters.
Joe Rogan was visibly surprised when Gervonta "Tank" Davis entered the press event before his exhibition fight with Jake Paul. Fans expected Tank's usual lean, compact physique, but this time he appeared noticeably bulkier and more muscular. Rogan, who has seen countless elite athletes in peak condition, couldn't hide his astonishment. His reaction suggested that Davis's transformation wasn't just physical. It reflected an intense level of preparation and determination that went beyond what anyone had anticipated for an exhibition bout.
I'm a giant Gervonta fan. Yeah. That guy is so unusual. Yeah. His style is so unusual, and his patience.
The Leo Santa Cruz fight was really something for me, because Leo Santa Cruz is a technician, Mexican style, and the fight was very close before Tank stopped. But he has that power that can end it.
He finds these openings, he sees them, but he doesn't go after them right away. He waits for the right time. He's so patient. Like when you watch the early rounds of his fights, he probably has the lowest punch count in the early round. But he also knows he's got that nuclear option. If he can back you, most likely he's going to take you out. He's got massive confidence.
During the face-off that followed, Gervonta "Tank" Davis appeared to be deliberately minimizing his physical dominance. Instead of flexing or adopting an aggressive stance, he stood calmly, his arms often crossing over his torso or subtly angled to conceal the full extent of his bulk. The choice seemed intentional, a quiet attempt to keep attention off his new physique or to prevent Jake Paul from gauging just how much stronger and denser he looked. Still, the transformation was undeniable. Observers could clearly sense that Tank's frame had evolved, signaling power beneath restraint. Joe Rogan noted that Jake Paul's involvement in such events is driven more by showmanship than true sporting competition. He explained that matchups like this are designed to pull in casual audiences and generate massive buzz rather than test skill or legacy. Rogan emphasized that Jake's strategy is to stay relevant, using the spectacle of boxing to dominate headlines and maintain his global spotlight. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a dominant lightweight champion who usually fights at 135 pounds, is stepping far outside his division for this bout. Jake Paul, who has competed closer to the cruiserweight limit in previous fights, enters the ring with a massive natural size advantage. The two camps eventually agreed on a 195-pound catchweight, an arrangement that shocked many fans and analysts alike after several rounds of negotiation and uncertainty surrounding how such a matchup could even be made possible.
That was Jake Paul promoting it. You know, it's just like,
but
doesn't bother me.
There's compromising the sport, and that's like bad. It's just like
if I bet on it, it bothers the fuck out.
Watching it with people who are so in on it, and then also the sports betting apps, they introduced like chat apps in them in Australia, so it's like they're trying to take the place of social media companies where you go together and you meet your friends. Like betting should be exciting enough without having a weird.
They're just trying to draw you in. They're just trying to make money, right? So they're trying to draw you in any way they can.
Yeah.
Because of the significant size difference between the two fighters, the exhibition will follow adjusted rules. Both Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul will wear 12-ounce gloves, heavier than the standard size Davis typically uses in his lightweight division. These modifications were introduced to ensure added safety and balance, acknowledging the unique physical disparity between the fighters in this unconventional matchup.
We were yelling so much about him fight somebody your size. His next opponent is, by far, the most credentialed guy ever fought actively in his prime. There's one problem. He fights at 135 pounds.
Gervonta Davis's longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, has expressed concern over the glove change, noting that heavier 12-ounce gloves alter both the rhythm and feel of a fight. He explained that while they may slightly reduce impact and protect the hands, they also affect how punches are thrown, how combinations flow, and how defensive movements are timed, factors that could challenge Davis's usual precision and explosive fighting style.
Jake Paul versus Tank fight is getting really weird.
Gervonta looks scared for his life because the rules are out. They're crazy. Oh, so everyone thought that the fight was at 190. It said it's at 195, and this weight difference is scaring the life out of little Tank.
Over 10 3-minute rounds.
Next dispute comes with gloves.
Little Tank is used to fighting in 8-ounce gloves.
Baby glove.
This fight will be in 12. Hands might be too small. Oh, so Tank just fought in a 12 3-minute round fight against Roach.
Yes. And now he's fighting in 10 3-minute rounds, which isn't too bad. Well done, Jake.
Exhibition though, can he win?
Yes, he can actually win. It will be overlooked by 3 sanctioned judges.
So he can actually still win and knock him out.
But here's the trick. Fully punches only.
And there's a reason. Because Tank said, look, this is a bit unfair. I don't want to punch up. I want to punch at my head height. Where does it fall?
At Jake Paul's belly.
Ooh.
So apparently we've heard there's no knockdown rules, but aside from that, it's a pretty well-rounded fight. Oh yeah, and there's some drug testing involved.
But Jake Paul for the win.
Teddy Atlas reacted strongly to the face-off between Jake Paul and Gervonta "Tank" Davis, emphasizing the drastic size difference between them. He joked that Tank was so small compared to Jake that he might need a ladder just to reach his chin. While Atlas acknowledged that variations in size, skill, and style are normal in boxing, he argued that this particular matchup stretches those boundaries too far, calling the size gap unrealistic and potentially unsafe for genuine competition.
My only concern is, the gloves. You understand what I'm saying? Because we don't fight in 12-ounce gloves. We don't use 12-ounce gloves. That's training gloves. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's 2 pounds away from Jake. He fights in 10. Tank fighting 8. So he losing 4 ounces. So my thing is, I said, they said, put Tank in 8, put him in 10s. That makes the fight more interesting. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go from there because I understand. And I brought that question up to one of his hounds. They was, no, we don't want to do no mismatch. It's supposed to be a tradition. What? Now y'all want the wins and the loss. You know what I'm saying? All these prescriptions, but you want to be great. Being great is really pushing the envelope. You know what I'm saying? Tank don't really care, So when I brought this up, he said, dang, facts. You know what I'm saying? So, again, he can weigh the 10s and we weigh the 8s. Then we got to fight.
At the heart of this entire storm lies a question that has split the boxing world right down the middle. Is Gervonta "Tank" Davis chasing greatness, or just chasing the bag? After turning down fights with top-tier names like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and Teofimo Lopez, Tank has drawn heavy criticism for choosing a financially driven exhibition against Jake Paul instead of defending his legacy against elite contenders in his own division. Many fans feel that Tank, once hailed as the future of boxing, is now prioritizing paychecks over prestige, a move that symbolizes the sport's gradual shift from competition to entertainment. Yet, others argue that he's simply doing what every prizefighter dreams of, securing generational wealth while still at the top. Tank's trainer, Calvin Ford, confirmed that this fight wasn't about belts or glory, but about maximizing earnings and setting up life after boxing. And in today's boxing landscape, where business often overshadows legacy, it's hard to fault a fighter for choosing the smarter path. Still, the emotional core of this debate remains powerful. Fans want warriors, not businessmen. But can we really blame Tank for playing the system instead of being crushed by it? Perhaps he's not destroying boxing. Maybe he's just exposing what it's already become. What do you think? Is Tank Davis right to choose financial freedom over legacy, or has he betrayed the spirit of boxing? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay locked in with NBA Pulse for more explosive boxing updates, knockout analyses, and insider breakdown.